want you to take a good look at your resume. If you knew nothing about yourself outside of what's listed in that document, would you want to hire you? Here's the thing, a great resume does more than just list your previous jobs and companies that you've worked for and responsibilities that you've held. Instead, it strategically structures your expertise to position you as the undeniable choice for the position at hand. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel where we focus on all things faith and career. Today, we are talking about updating your resume. Now listen, if you need to create a resume from scratch, I do have a video for that I created a while back, but I just recently reviewed it and all of the points are still relevant. So if you are looking to create a resume from scratch, I'm going to link to that video in the description below. You're going to want to watch that one. But if you have a resume, you have a document that you have been sharing and hearing crickets, right? Like you have 0 interviews, nobody is pursuing you in the way you know you deserve to be pursued. This video is designed to help you get it together. Okay, so let's get into the update. First, we're gonna start with research. The name of the game is clarity. We want to clearly understand the keywords employers are looking for as they are finding candidates. Why keywords, you may ask? It's because the employer is already telling you what they are looking for in the job description. It is laced with keywords that they are looking for on your resume, that they want to see a candidate who possesses this skill or has had this experience or has this knowledge. And so those are the words that they are scanning for, and we need to know what they are. The easiest way to do this is to find 10 open job opportunities for the role and industry you are targeting. I'm personally going to tell you to feed those job descriptions and let AI sort out the common threads for you. I have a prompt that I will list below so that you all can see. Here is something that you can leverage either with ChatGPT or whatever AI platform of your choice. What it will essentially do is find all of the common threads for you. What are the things across these 10 job opportunities that are out there? What are the common things that they are asking for again and again and again? And then you need to make sure that you position your resume with those items. When you know what it is that they are looking for, it makes it easy for you to elevate your skills and expertise that are aligned. Okay, so step 2, you're gonna refresh your professional summary. You know those keywords that you just researched in step 1? You're gonna make sure that those are placed throughout your professional summary. Again, you only have a matter of seconds to have someone review your resume and place you in one or two buckets, right? Either, hey, this is somebody that I want to read on more about. I want to explore further whether they would be a good fit for the role, or no thanks. And you don't want to get tossed into that no thanks pile just because your professional summary lacks substance. You want to make sure that it is rich, it is impactful, and it makes an impression. This is also where I feel the need to warn you all about AI generated professional summaries. Now, sometimes they're okay, but other times they are simply just fluff and filled with buzzwords, and that is not what I am asking you to do. I want you to include these keywords, and I want you to include them alongside impactful statements that let someone know, hey, this person has made some things shake, and I think that they can bring that same expertise to our company. You want to make sure that it leaves them feeling something, not here we go again with another nothing burger. No, you want this to be like your trailer. You want them to read this quick, short summary and say, hey, I've got to know more. I've got to know how they did that. I've got to know how they've gotten to this level of skill and expertise, and you know, they have 15 plus years doing XYZ. I need to know more about that. Okay, so step 3, you need to tailor your skill section. This should not just be a random compilation of skills that you think are important. Again, from step one, you already know the key words and key themes for what these employers deem important, and you want to make sure that you are showcasing that where applicable. Okay, so I personally suggest that you dedicate the skills section to your hard and technical skills, and then for those soft skills, you make sure that they're on display throughout your bullet. So rather than just saying leadership as a bullet or communication as a bullet, throughout each of your job sections, you can add color to how you actually led or the ways in which communicating cross-functionally were super critical to your role. Because let's be real, just putting a bullet point that says great communicator on your resume without actually demonstrating the ways in which you leverage that great communication means nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is also why step one is very important, because throughout step one, you are likely going to find a lot of hard skills listed. So again, we're going to work smarter, not harder. Okay, step four, update any company specific terminology to plain language. I'll be the first to admit that sometimes I make myself sick by the amount of company jargon that comes out of my mouth, either at work. I've even found it sometimes slipping into, when I voice note a friend and I'm just talking about this or that, and then I hear myself get ready to say something that we just say so often internally at work that it feels natural, but I know that it's not. Yeah, don't do that. Don't put those things in your resume. And I'm laughing because there are some things that you would obviously know not to put into your resume, but there are other things, like sometimes we come up with creative names for teams or for specific projects, or we start calling metrics something different than what it actually is just because we want to add a little flair internally. People outside of your job have no idea what those things mean. So anytime you can update it to plain language that is commonly used across the industry, do that. Now, if you've been at your company so long, or you are just so lost in the sauce that you are unclear as to if it is internal terminology or if everybody says it across the industry, AI can help you with that as well. I'm going to drop a prompt in the description below to help you translate internal jargon to plain language. Okay, so the next step is to nail selling your accomplishments. Job duties, I was responsible for XYZ, needs to be few and far between on your resume. This is your highlight reel. Understand that there are people who are putting their absolute best foot forward, and you need to do the same. And so while hiring managers and recruiters absolutely want to know what you did, they also want to know what changed as a result. What metrics did you move? How was the business better on the other side of your actions? Because at the end of the day, businesses are in business to make money. And so they need to be able to see the value that you would bring to their company in order to help them accelerate that goal. I actually created a video a while back that tells you how to transform your job duties into accomplishments, and it is still relevant today. The framework still works. I also know that you can leverage AI if you want some assistance doing so. And so just check the description below. I'm going to fill it with links to videos, AI prompts that I have available, whatever I can think of in order to assist on this journey of updating your resume. You will be able to find it there. Last but certainly not least, clean up any outdated information. And so if you have been in your career for 10 plus years, it's time to let go of those old roles that you had previously. Now, while they may still hold sentimental value for you, I can guarantee you the employer does not care. I know for me personally, my first job was at a grocery store, and baby, I was employee of the month. You could not tell me anything. When I got upgraded from bagger to cashier and I was employee of the month, like, could not tell me anything. But I know that As a project management professional, they don't care. They do not care. And likewise, if you have been out of school for really 5+ years, your GPA is no longer carrying the weight that I think you think it's carrying on your resume. So you can go ahead and scratch that out. You can go ahead, remove it. I mean, I get it too. Like, I graduated with honors. I want the people to know too, but again, it's not very relevant. Remember, your resume is intended to be a highlight reel. And when you think about that highlight reel, it's not to say, hey, here are all the best facts about me. Let me tell you, starting with, I was born a baby. No, it is meant to showcase all the ways that your experience, your skills, your knowledge align with the position at hand. Okay, so I tried to keep this brief. If you follow these 6 steps, your resume should be ready for results. Let me know in the comments which step you're working on now, or even where you're getting stuck. Let me know what challenges you're running into as you are attempting to update your resume. Also, let me know what you're striking through. What job has got to go off that resume, even though, you know, those memories, those coworkers that you might have liked, might not have liked, but either way, it's memories, right? Let me know in the comments that as well. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share with a friend who also needs to update that resume, because it's time to go from crickets to results. Until next time, friends.